What's up, a Cinema Shogun here with some very interesting updates in the Quinton Simon case. Now, my life has been really hectic over the past week or so. I've had a loss in the family. I've had to attend a funeral. Things have been really jumbled up. But through the process of all of this madness that was happening in my life, Leilani Simon actually had a court date. And I have some good news. Her bond was denied. Boy, oh boy, was that bond denied. So she is sitting her ass right where it belongs, in jail. And if proper justice is served, I don't think her ass will ever sit anywhere besides a hard jail chair, maybe a concrete stone bench, but she ain't gonna feel no cushions anytime soon, that's for sure. So that happened. As I told you all before, they were trying to get a bond. It looked like for a second there she was going to get it. The judge said, nope, actually, I don't think I'm going to give you a bond because I don't really even trust that she would not run away. They just straight up said it. So I was really happy to see that. Now, one thing that I've talked to you all about, one thing that really bothers me, is that Quinton Simon's remains are still at a lab somewhere. They're not even in the state of Georgia. For those of you all who don't remember, this case happened in Savannah, Georgia. Quinton Simon's remains have been in a lab somewhere this entire time, having tests done on them. So Quinton Simon has not been properly put to rest. That bothers me. And it makes me wonder, what type of case do they really have against Leilani? They found some remains. They got phone pings. I think they have a lot, but I'm still questioning why. Why do you still have these remains? What are going on? Or what is going on? Well, the remains have now been transferred back to Georgia, ladies and gentlemen, from the lab where they were doing testing. But I have bad news. These remains were not sent to Georgia so Quinton Simon can properly be put to rest. These remains have now been transferred to the GBI so they can do their own testing on these remains. So after Quinton's remains have been, and I've said remains 1,000 times, I know, after Quinton's remains have been in this lab for how long? I've almost lost track now. Having tests done, they still aren't done. Which makes me think that these tests aren't maybe working out too well. You know, I'm not there. I don't know. They're not releasing any information, but they've had these remains for a while. And now, you know, I hear they're shipping them back to Georgia. I'm thinking, okay, they got what they need. They got the answers they need. Quinton can be put to rest. Leilani's bond is denied. Everything's working out as good as it could. Of course, we don't want to be here, but we are. This is our reality. It's working out as good as it could. Then I hear, oh, the remains are being transferred to the GBI because the GBI needs to do testing. That makes me lose a little bit of confidence. Now, maybe they just want to make sure of some things. Maybe they think they could find things that the other lab couldn't. But I don't know what's going on here, folks. And to make matters, I guess to make matters worse, I say worse because we don't know what's actually going on here. It looks like after the GBI is going to send these remains off somewhere else. So I don't know if they're trying to double check, triple check their findings. I don't know if maybe they don't have enough remains to conduct the test they want to do. I don't know exactly what's happening here. But from the outside looking in, how it appears, and listen, this is what I'm saying. This is how it appears. It appears to me that there's some confusion, there's some setbacks going on when it comes to this testing. So how that will affect this case moving forward, I don't know. But it doesn't make me as confident as I should be going into, the future of this case, if you will. Because for proper justice to be served, Leilani needs to be behind bars and Quinton needs to be put to rest. Now, law enforcement has already said that they believe the cause of death is basically Leilani beating Quinton to death with a hard object. What that object is, I don't know. I don't know. How they determined that, I don't know. How much remains have they found, and how can they come to those conclusions from the remains they found? It's all confusing to me. But I am keeping up with this case. Even when there's little things happening behind the scenes and I may not report on it because we got a lot going on right now, I'm still following up with it. But right now, that is where we're at. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. If you know or have an idea why they're sending these remains all over the place, for testing, let us know down in the comments below. But while you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.